It's been almost 3 years now. I'm working in TCS for Innovator Profile. During my time, I cracked the TCS NQT exam in my first attempt and I got selected for the digital candidate, and later I got promoted to TCS Innovator. So based on this, I can simply say that I am right person to guide you how one should prepare for TCS NQT exam to crack it in the first attempt. Now on the YouTube I was watching that most of the people are making the videos on how one should register for TCS NQT exam 2025. But what I thought that is registration process of the exam is a lot more easier, but preparing for the exam is a lot more difficult, right? Because not all the students are able to prepare thoroughly for this exam. Don't worry. In this video, I have brought the complete roadmap for you on how you should prepare for 2025 TCS NQT exam. There are certain important things that I'm going to talk in this video, so I highly recommend you to stay till the end of this video. Right, I'm going to talk everything for all the three profiles of TCS, that is for TCS Ninja, TCS Digital and for TCS Prime as well. The three most important things: aptitude, DSA and the interview. So please stay till the end of this video to get at least 70 to 80% of idea before you appear to that exam. So I am Pramod Bhosle, working in TCS for Innovator Profile since 3 years. Just in case if you are new to our channel, do subscribe the channel for more such informative videos. The first part is aptitude. We know that for almost every company that aptitude is the first go-through step for any interview. But let me tell you one thing. As you compare to other companies, the aptitude of TCS is a bit more difficult as we compare to other companies, right? I have given TCS NQT and I have seen many of my friends are giving TCS NQT, and when I check the aptitude questions, I thought that these are a bit difficult as compared to the other companies, right? The reason behind this is the TCS is the one of the thing, or the Tata Group is the one thing which organizes every exam in India, right? UPSC, MPSC, all these exams are basically organized by TCS. So I thought that this TCS basically, or the Tata Group basically, contains a set of questions from which they simply pick and give us during a time of exam. So TCS aptitude is a bit tough. But don't worry, let me tell you which are the must-do aptitude topics for the TCS NQT exam as per my experience, right? So what I saw that there are certain topics of the aptitude that are a lot more important whenever it comes to the TCS NQT exam. So everyone aware about that the aptitude is basically classified into three types. That is, first one is called as quantitative, then it has a verbal, and then it has a reasoning. So as per my experience, which are the most important topics about the quantitative? So let's check. So quantitative has the important topics like percentage, profit loss, average, ratio proportion, time and work, SICI, time, speed and distance. So these are the most important topics whenever it comes to the TCS quantitative exam. Always remember that preparing for quantitative aptitude is a bit more boring because it sounds to seem difficult for most of the people. But don't lose hope. Whenever you feel that I'm unable to solve the problem of any quantitative section, instead of skipping that section, what you need to do is go and solve the simple problems just to boost up your confidence. But please, whatever the topic I have mentioned for the quantitative sections, don't skip any of the topic, because all the topics are interrelated, and it's humble request for everyone that percentage is a kind of a topic that is applicable for everything, for time, speed, distance, time and work, average, ratio, proportion, everywhere percentage is there. So please don't skip the percentage topic. Now the second section in the aptitude comes in, that is called as the logical reasoning. Now logical reasoning as compared to quantitative section is a bit more easier, because here we don't need to have the mathematical things. All are simply logicals and the imaginary things. So let's check out which are the most important topics whenever it comes to the logical reasonings. So important topics about logical reasonings are coding, decoding, syllogism, directions, Venn diagram, blood relations, calendar, puzzles. What I have experienced is that syllogism is one of the most important topics along with the Venn diagram, because these are the must asked topics whenever it comes to the any exam, whether you are appearing for the GATE exams or the TCS NQT exam. So please be prepared with these two topics. And finally, we have the verbal section. See, verbal section is a kind of a section where we cannot prepare much, because it's all about the English, it's all about the reading comprehension, right? So only one thing I would suggest is make sure that you are really good in grammar, because all the thing is in the reading comprehension, and the verbal section is nothing but the grammar, right? We have the articles, we have the prepositions, then we have the sentence corrections. What all you need is, it needs a grammar. So make sure you know direct indirect speech, you know how to change voice, articles and prepositions really well. Right, so this was all about the aptitude section. One most important thing is don't rush yourself, because still you have a lot of time. Make sure that you are giving enough time to the quantitative section, because quantitative section is bit tough as compared to other two sections. So give enough time for the quantitative, solve as much questions as it possible. Don't solve the easy questions, solve the easy questions only at the beginning, and if you are feeling demotivated, you are unable to solve the questions, just to fill up your confidence, go and solve the easy questions. Otherwise, focus more on the medium level questions. Also at the same time, make sure you are trying to practice the problems with the timing as well, because TCS is a kind of a company which mainly keeps a timing for every single question in aptitude. Every problem will have a timing for individual question, right? So please make sure that you are able to solve the problem within a given amount of time. Now let's move on to the second section, that is called the DSA. Now DS is the most fearful subject, right? Sometimes people say that I will prepare for aptitude, but it's very hard for me to prepare for data structures. Of course, if I tell you one important thing is, aptitude and data structures are the two such subjects which is mainly used to judge a person whether he is good in problem solving or not. That is the reason why it is kept as the first step before you get into the interview, right? Because what they want the people who are able to solve the real world problems. But at the college level, we cannot judge whether they are good at real world problem solving or not. That is the reason why they are assigning the aptitude as well as the data structure subject. But don't worry, if you are preparing for TCS, we don't need to prepare every single data structures. Now we know that TCS basically contains three profiles. First one is called as a ninja profile, second one is called as a digital profile, and third one is called as a prime profile. So what kind of data structure really needed, it totally depends upon for which profile you are giving interview. Say for example, you are giving interview to the ninja profile, then studying linear data structure is good enough. You don't need to study graph, trees, dynamic programming and all for ninja profile. But make sure you are thoroughly good with linear data structures, their applications as well as the implementations. Now when you are going for the digital as well as the prime interview, make sure you are really good in every single data structures. Plus you should really good at projects as well, because digital and the prime profiles are the profiles which are giving you highest package, right? 7.5 and 9.5. So make sure you are technically sounds good whenever you are going for digital and prime section. Now the biggest question comes in, during a time of TCS NQT exam, what kind of questions we can accept. So I will tell you that you won't expect the questions on linked list, trees and graph. Whatever the test, online test you are giving for TCS, they will ask questions based on three things. First one is mathematical questions, second one is question based on arrays, and third one is question based on strings. So try to practice these questions as much as possible. If you want to have the playlist for the data structure for TCS interview preparations, do let me know in the comment section. I will specially bring those 50 questions for you to practice for TCS NQT exam. Right, so don't worry much about the data structure, because the more you worry, the less you will study about it, and you will fear that, oh, what if this question comes in, what if I'm unable to solve and all this stuff. No, keep it simple. Make sure that you start with the aptitude first, because aptitude is a go through section, then you come to the data structures. Please don't skip anything in the data structures as well as in aptitude section. Don't skip a single day, right? Practice every day, because aptitude and data structure, these are not a core subject, these are pure problem solving subject. Even if you miss a single day, the next day you try to study, it feels like everything is new. So we can't start every day new right from start, right? We cannot start everything from the scratch every time, because we have to move ahead. There are some lot more important things that we need to study. Now the biggest question comes in, what we need to prepare for technical. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell everything detail in this video, that what we need to prepare for technical, because I have already made a video on what you should prepare for TCS digital, what you should prepare for TCS ninja, and what you should prepare for TCS prime whenever it comes to the technical subject like database, operating system, OOPS and the projects. I have already made this video. The link of this video is given in the description box. You can go and watch this video. I have made a complete detailed videos on it, right? And the last section is interview. Now see, interview becomes a lot more important, because you have cleared the first step, that is aptitude and the DSA round. Now if you are a ninja profile, the interviewer will not ask much difficult questions, because it is a base package, right? We cannot expect hard questions to the base package. So they will test your basic fundamentals, the subjects like OOPS, database, operating systems, and in some case they can ask you the application of data structures as well. But make sure that if you are giving an interview for digital and the prime, you have to thoroughly good from data structure point of view, from the project points of view, DBMS, OS, OOPS, and the project point of view. You have to be thoroughly some good in technical form. Make sure that you are trying to give the answer more from technical words. You are not delivering the bookish answers, because bookish answers are known for everyone, right? Everyone knows that bookish answers, but very hard to find a person who is really good in technical subjects and technical answers. So here is one bonus tip for you. As I mentioned earlier, that let me tell you how you will get selected for ninja profile, digital profile, and prime profile. See, if you are able to score a good marks in aptitude and you are able to solve one question of DSA out of two, you will get selected for TCS ninja interview. If you are able to solve both the questions, you will get selected for TCS digital or prime, depending upon the score of your aptitude. Also at the same time, so this was a small video that I would like to make at how one should prepare for TCS NQT 2025. I have given this exam couple of times in 2023 and 2022. So I have enough experience. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. If you want to have a separate video on any of the thing, let me know in the comment section. I'm ready to help you, help my community, and I'm ready to help the students to get placed before they get passed out from the college. So just in case, if you are new to our channel, do subscribe the channel for more such informative videos. Till then, have a happy coding.